Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. If you clicked on this video to hear about WACK 100 and Tory Lanez lawsuit, I need you to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button. And to my cinema cronies, drop the flex emoji in the comments. Now, when you look at everything that's going on in Tory Lanez case, and if he was railroaded, that means it was collusion. That means he was colluded against. That means it was a concerted effort and plot to put him in jail. And there's so many different things that's been put out as new evidence that everyone's saying isn't new evidence. Things that I was saying back in 2002 when this case first started, that people were coming under my comments and saying, no, that's a lie. His DNA was inconclusive. That doesn't mean it's not on the gun. Now we come to find out that it was. His DNA was 0.01%. And what do people say now? Oh, when people bring the gun in, that's because they wipe it off. Now, I do understand as you get more information, you can change your stance. But it's so many people in the industry who know that standing by Tory Lanez, as big as Megan Thee Stallion is as an artist and as powerful as her team is, they would be in big trouble for standing next to her. You got to remember, Live Nation runs a lot of the booking, and Rock Nation does a lot of work with Live Nation. So they may even be the same company. Don't quote me on that. But either way, they would have influence over that because they have some of the biggest artists running through there, one being Beyonce. So it could become difficult for you to book shows the same way it became difficult for DaBaby to book shows after his public support of Tory Lanez. But anyway, WACK 100 said that with everything that's happened to Tory, him being put in jail unjustly, him being stabbed 14 times and almost losing his life, it's almost like $1 billion lawsuit. So people would be in favor of Tory Lanez not making it out of jail. They would be in favor of the information not being revealed whether he was colluded against. Because think about this, right? The guy who was supposed to be Tory Lanez's witness met with the prosecutor, and at the last second, he came out and contradicted his first statement of saying that he saw the girl shooting a gun. And so the bodyguard, never mind, I don't even want to get into that. Let's stay into WACK 100. So WACK 100 believes that it's $1 billion lawsuit. And how is it $1 billion lawsuit? Well, you have the lawyers who helped convict Tory. You have the prosecutor who helped convict Tory. You have the DA who helped convict Tory. You have Megan Thee Stallion who helped convict Tory. You have Kelsey who helped convict Tory. And you have Rock Nation involved in this because Desiree Perez was actually in court doing these proceedings, passing notes back and forth to the lawyers and getting notes from the lawyers. And you may even have a defamation lawsuit from Megan Cuniff if you can figure out that she was getting privileged information, or if she was influenced by Rock Nation or anybody at any point. Because Megan Cuniff put out a article where she says Tory Lanez's first lawyer, Sean Hawley, you also would have a lawsuit against Sean Hawley. But Sean Hawley told Tory Lanez not to go with the theory that Kelsey was the one who shot Megan Thee Stallion. She said it was unbelievable, but now it seems like it is very believable. And Sean Hawley ended up leaving the case to go work on a Hulu series called Reasonable Doubt that's based on an inspired by Sean Hawley life and Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z life. So that's a conflict of interest right there. And she stayed on as Tory Lanez's lawyer and didn't officially remove herself from being his lawyer until December 18th. And Tory was prosecuted and found guilty on December 23rd. So what does that mean? If she's still on his case as his lawyer as late as December 18th, that means she's able to go in and access files, look at files, make calls, and relay information. Now, what do I think the overplay for the underplay for this is? Well, if I'm working on a case that's inspired by Jay-Z and inspired by me, and I'm a co-executive producer, it wouldn't be weird for me to be making calls to Desiree Perez or making calls to Jay-Z or making any calls to Rock Nation affiliates, because I can say, well, these calls were for
reasonable doubt. I was doing research and I'm an executive producer, so that entails me to be able to talk to everybody around the project. And by Desiree Perez being Jay-Z's partner, sometime I have to get in touch with her, or sometimes he'll relay messages to her when he's not going to be available, and she give me those messages. But the underplay for the other overplay is Sean Holly could have been allegedly releasing information, privileged information from the case to the other side to assure a conviction. So yes, if all of this comes out and his conviction gets overturned, he has $1 billion lawsuit, not only because he was wrongfully convicted, but we have to think about the fact that Tory Lanez was a millionaire at the time, and he's lost out on millions, touring money, record contracts, endorsements, the damage to his reputation. And he may come out of this and be found not guilty, and he may still not be able to work with people because of the stigma around his name. So yeah, $1 billion him, please. If you're new to the channel and want more celebrity and hip hop content, hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the subscribe button, you're a part of the Spit Squad. So hit the like button and post squad in the comments. And for any Tory Lanez videos you may have missed, go to the Tory Lanez playlist in the end screen. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair. If you into sneakers, you a sneakerhead, you love seeing the new Jordans, Pumas, whatever it may be, subscribe to Kicking It with Fairplay 2333. If you trying to follow me on my basketball journey, my weightlifting and fitness journey, and also be inspired to get back on your fitness journey, subscribe to Fairplay, Flex, and Fadeaway. Also, any of these pages I just named, you can also find them on TikTok or Instagram.